What's up, everybody? My name is Em. I hope you are having a fantabulous day, just as I am. Today is a sketchbook flip through that I've actually had this sketchbook since 2018, and I finished it in January of 2019. I just now got to making a video. I actually started this, I think, October or November. I love spooky things, and I did the skull and goblet with a Pentel brush pen, and those are some gel pens I believe I did on the color. Previously, back in 2018, as a side job, I signed up for Michael's art store, and that sadly didn't work out, but yeah, there was my still life for my first class. This is for one of my eldest cousins. She had been diagnosed with breast cancer in late 2018. She has since had some surgeries and nothing has returned, so thank goodness. Most of these pages I filled with just random sketches. I don't know these people. I had no precursor to these ideas, so just doodles. This one is actually pretty interesting. I love her Cuban chain link necklace or chain, whatever you want to call it. I did some different things on this one when I was first starting to learn fine liners and how I worked with them. I didn't like it at first, but it grew on me through the year I've had it. I am a fan of anime, so this is Ochako Uraraka. If you guys watch My Hero Academia, her hands are a little bit too big and her neck is a little bit too small, but I haven't drawn anime since I was like in middle school. So this is a remembrance, I guess. It was just a quick sketch when I heard that Stan Lee died. And this one is really just something out of my head. I'm not for sure where all of these ideas come from. There's a lot of weird, odd ones in here like this when I was just starting to learn fine liner pens and how I worked with them. This is Ryuk from Death Note. I didn't want to draw his left arm, so I gave him some apples and like smoky, cloudy things coming out of him. I did like the purple on the background though. This was again done in the same Pentel brush pen, and I got the one with the little cartridges, so I was just really testing it out and seeing how it worked. I think this was actually a dream I had, and it was supposed to be a person right there and like a tree line leading somewhere, but obviously I didn't finish that. I think I lost most of what I saw in my dream after I did the pencil, and then I just decided to forget about it. I got these like little crystal gel pens, and I loved making these succulent cacti with them. They turned out super cute. There are also various amounts of skulls in here. I don't think this is where my obsession started, but this is where I started to really make it a focal point in my art. This was for Valentine's Day 2019. Yep, there it is. I actually really love how his facial hair turned out, and this is where I was starting to mix lines and stippling in my style of artwork. I do play with markers. This was for Mardi Gras. It was really fun to make. I love all these colors. The hat was really fun too with the little curly cues. Now I really do want a Doberman. There is a pit bull in there, but I've wanted a Doberman for a while now. I kept that one in pencil because it turned out so nice and I didn't want to erase it, but then these two I went ahead and didn't do any pencil and just kind of doodle sketched them out. Didn't finish. And then another Doberman. I did a play on the Egyptian god Anubis, since I think he has like a doggish, wolfish, jackal head don't take that for word. Not too big. Well, I am big on mythology and everything like that, but my facts aren't there. This is a water deer skull. The circles were a neat thing. I might do that as a theme with some others, but I don't know, it kind of matched up the eye there. I still like it. And this one's for St. Patty's Day, and I love his socks and his little flowers. I like how his shirt turned out too. A big thing that I learned while progressing in this sketchbook was the need for blank white paper. I thought that, like, going in, I would just lay the pen down on everything and not leave anything white but light. But the power of a blank white paper with just very subtle hints of black liner on there can actually make a really big difference, as a lot of these I feel could use a lot more white blank space in order for it to pop more into the page, out of the page, not into the page, out of the page, and come out of itself, if that's the right wording for it. Just not make it, if you cover everything and you don't leave like whites or white highlights white, sometimes it muddles everything down. It makes it kind of like blend in together and you can't really see a lot of the detail. You can tell the further you get into the sketchbook that I started realizing that, I guess you could say, which also depends on your art style too, but for my art style it started working out better, and I realized that it made a lot of things better. Like in this one, she turned out, I think, I have her tagged on this post on Instagram for this specific one, but I love how she turned out. She's so beautiful with her unibrow and all. And then this one I came back and it kind of feels more muddled and not as clean. Yeah, not as clean. That's the wording I was looking for. But I still left quite a bit of white space in there to bring it depth. And I'm pretty sure you can see the days here. The days were from an April art challenge, but I think her name is Bun on Instagram. She's really great at coming up with prompts like the Inktober ones. Shout out Jake Paul. Is that his name? For the Inktober thing? This is Miles Davis. Sorry, it's not Jake Paul. Inktober is invented by Jake Parker. There we go. There's facts, guys. Pretty sure I didn't finish this sketchbook with her art prompts, but I didn't finish her 30 days of art prompts either. There's a couple of blank pages that I will flip through towards the end, and then I get to like the last drawing. I didn't feel like going back into those blank pages and actually drawing them, so I just erased the little pencil day I had at the bottom right hand corner. I just left those blank. Also, I don't like cherry flavored things. I don't even like fresh cherries. Okay, I just hate artificial cherry, so that's why I had it under gross candy. I really liked how this lady turned out. I like the shading I did. It's very light, not a very, I guess you could say it's a little liney, but it's like more smooth and kind of scratchy. I really love how this monkey turned out, my third eye monkey. I would love to put this on a t-shirt. I'll figure out how. But yeah, I like my third eye monkey. Could use a little bit more white space in there, but he turned out great. This handbag, was just like a leather handbag that I found on Pinterest, and I love the shading on this too. I started to get more comfortable with fine liner pens and how I worked with them and giving white space again. Yes, I like salt and pepper on my cantaloupe. I can eat it with or without, honestly, but salt and pepper on my cantaloupe is the best. Call it gross. I'm sorry. Then I started to do these people shapes, and they had weird hair, and they all had goggles. I really love steampunk. I love steampunk goggles, so I kind of played that on here, I guess, with shapes. I named all these people. I love his hair. I think his name is Scyther. His hair's great. But the pens I use, you can see the different... Oh gosh, it looks red. You can see the different textures and pens. I think one was a liner and then the other was like just a regular pen. I don't think I ended up naming her, but I liked her hair. She didn't have goggles though. So I guess she was just out of the theme. It was just those two people. Huh, I never noticed that before. This is a saber-toothed tiger skull. I loved how it turned out. It's got a lot of depth in it, and you can see like all the ridges and stuff, but it still is filled in all of the way, and there's not a lot of white spaces. So that's what I would like to see, like cleaning it up in my art that I do put out now. I try to keep that in mind. White space still, I mean, still can bring depth to it. This was a commission request from an extended family member for a family member who died. So he has since passed in 2019, I believe. This was a tattoo design for somebody. They commissioned off me. This was supposed to be a video for December of 2019. However, I just didn't get the video finished, and I just finished the drawing. I really loved how my garland turned out. It looks super fuzzy, and my skull's nice too. This was a different commission for a different person for a tattoo again, and the hearts are supposed to represent the wife and 2 kids. If you made it this far, if you stayed this far, congratulations. This is the end of the video. I hope you have a wonderful day.